Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go through a simple tutorial about this red versus blue army. So this is just going to be a pretty simple tutorial. I'm just going to mostly do it in a time lapse, so I'll go through each step. Hopefully you can follow it. I decided to just paint my base box in just simple red versus blue, just to keep it nice and easy. And then next time I'm going to do a bit more crazy. So this might be a bit hard to follow as we go through it, but hopefully you can keep up. So I'm going to just go through each step, and I'll have the paints there, and I don't think I will describe each step specifically. Maybe I'll just go through and do it at the end. The first step was barrel drilling, so I just used a 1.0 drill bit, and I just drill them out. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Then just some simple dry brushing, dark gray on the bottom, light gray on top, ProAcrylic on top of that. Then onto the undersuits, so this took a little bit while. I used speed paint on black, just to do all the undersuits. Then I did a base coat on the visors in Vallejo Air Aluminium to give them really bright pop when we go through and do them again later in gold. Then I went on and did the main part, which is the blue armor. I'll show what color I used on the red armor later, but this is the main part. Probably took the longest. And all up, this took about 4 hours and 20 minutes, including the video recording thing, so it'd probably take about an hour for each Spartan. Now onto the weapons. So each weapon had a different color. They're up there for you to see, and which model got which color. Then onto specific weapon details. I did gunmetal metallic for the barrels. I did electro blue for scope, scarlet red for lights, some black. So step 8 was pouches and armor details. I did flat brown and leather brown for the pouches, and I did a little bit of dark gray on the actual armor. So now onto the visors. I did Hopolite gold for the visor over the aluminum we did before, and they really come out pretty good. So now onto the basing and some other random bits, and then we're almost done. I have a recipe here for the mud I've used, if you want to follow that. It's pretty easy. The barbed wire, if you want to use that. It's a kind of a hack. Puddles and grass, whatever you want. With that, we are done. So I'm just going to go through in a slow pan and show you what paints I used specifically, and kind of in what order. But here you can see the models and how they came out. I think they turned out pretty good. They're not overly complicated, so they should be pretty easy for you to follow if you want to. So in order, we got the dry brushing, undersuit, visor, armor, weapons, weapon details, pouches, visor, knives and pouches, little other details, and then I didn't go through the basing, but basing stuff too. And that is just about it for the painting tutorial. Like I said, I only wanted to make this a quick one. It shouldn't be too difficult. If you've got any specific questions, I guess ask them. I think the good thing about Spartans is you can kind of do whatever you want. So you don't have to necessarily follow what I did. You can kind of do it however you think would be better. Like I said at the start, I just did a simple red versus blue for my starting box. I think everyone should have a red versus blue team, honestly. I think just a few tips would be, make sure have good brushes. If you can't afford a really, really good brush, then just buy a bunch of cheap brushes. I think one of the best tips in this would be the model paint and the scale barbed wire. Because the barbed wire you can buy in fancy packs is literally just the exact same thing, just repackaged and in a smaller quantity. So if you just go out and buy that from whatever website you want to, it's going to save you a lot of money if you want scale model barbed wire. And with that, I think we're just about done. Hope you enjoyed this, and like I said, wasn't too difficult to follow. I'm going to probably be doing a few more videos leading up to the launch, and maybe I'll do 1 or 2 more about painting a specific Spartan. We got the Master Chief coming up in launch, so maybe I'll do one for him. But I got nothing else to say, so thanks for watching, and see you next time.